Bull riding isn't a sport. It's a war against 1,800 pounds of muscle and fury.
This bull rider, big guy, but he tries hard. Jumping high. Oh my! Oh boy! Oh.
8 seconds can make you a hero or send you to the hospital.
It's crazy. This one should not buck him off, and it's gonna get him again. And
broken bones, crushed ribs, torn faces. These riders have lived it all.
The right, which should be in Ross's favor, kind of in a circle. Then
here are the 10 most horrific bull riding crashes of all time. Let's start with Brendan Clark. The brutal stomp by Black Smoke nearly killed him. This wreck still sends chills through anyone who's ever watched bull riding. Brendan Clark, one of Australia's toughest cowboys, faced off against Black Smoke in Omaha back in 2009. The ride didn't last long. Clark got bucked off hard, landing flat on the dirt. Before he could roll away, Black Smoke came down with a crushing stomp to the chest and stomach. The air left his body in an instant. Clark gasped for breath, eyes wide with panic. The medics rushed in while he whispered, "I'm going to die!" The stomp had torn his liver, fractured his ribs, and caused internal bleeding in both lungs. He was rushed to intensive care, where doctors fought to stop the bleeding, while his family braced for the worst. Weeks later, battered but alive, he walked out of the hospital, proof that sheer will can outlast even the hardest hit a bull can deliver. Next up, Jess Lockwood's brutal crash with Wild Goose that shattered his collarbone. World champion. Jess Lockwood walked into Arlington riding high, full of swagger, energy, and that unstoppable champion glow. But his bull, Wild Goose, had other plans. This wasn't just any bull. Wild Goose was known for a wicked spin that threw riders straight into pain. Lockwood held on strong at first, body tight, posture perfect.
This is one of those big rolls of the dice for Team USA Eagles. And
But within seconds, Wild Goose lunged forward and ripped his shoulder and collarbone apart. Pure, raw force. He hit the dirt hard, clutching his arm.
Now see how this bull comes up and runs him to the end of his arm, and jerks him forward with the force of...
The crowd went silent. Doctors confirmed what everyone feared, a broken collarbone, the kind that ends momentum and crushes seasons. Watching him limp off, you could feel how fast fortunes flip in this sport. Then came Travis Briscoe. The bull I'm a Gangster snapped his ankle and ended his season. Championship round, high pressure, bright lights. Travis Briscoe was on a roll in Pueblo, ready to finish strong. His bull, I'm a Gangster, a name that already promised trouble. The ride started smooth, clean form, no panic, but then came the dismounts. That's where things went wrong. Gangster twisted back mid-turn, and Briscoe's right foot got trapped just long enough for his ankle to snap and twist in ways ankles aren't supposed to. He went down hard, clutching his leg, pain written all over his face. Medical staff rushed in. Diagnosis: a fractured, dislocated ankle, serious enough to end his season. Rehab, surgery, and endless recovery followed. Think you've seen the worst already? Now brace yourself, because the next crashes are darker, dirtier, and twice as unforgiving. Up next, Bubba Dunn. One savage snap from Jam-A-Lot left him bleeding in the dirt. Bubba Dunn looked ready that night in St. Louis, calm, confident, the kind of rider who's seen it all. His bull, Jam-A-Lot, was famous for powerful first jumps that throw even the best off balance. Dunn nodded, the gate swung open, and within seconds, that confidence turned to chaos.
Done. You saw the graphic there. Oh, young bull, wow, look out, like the lit right.
Jam-A-Lot blasted out like a rocket, snapped Dunn's head back, and nailed him right on the chin.
And see how it reared back and just, boy, I'm telling you what, just took it right on the end of the chin.
The crowd's gasp said it all. It wasn't just a hit, it was surgical. Dunn hit the dirt, bleeding, neck twisted. Doctors later called it a deep chin laceration and a sprained neck that kept him sidelined for 2 weeks. He walked out under his own power, but that scar, it stayed. Then there's Jed Ward. He rode strong, but Big Otis spun back and destroyed him in seconds. Veteran rider Jed Ward knew danger came fast in bull riding, but Big Otis took it to another level. This bull had a reputation. Short bursts of violence that hit like lightning. No warning, no mercy. Ward looked solid coming out of the gate. Strong posture, full control. Then Big Otis exploded upward, twisted hard, and slammed Ward straight into the ground.
Bull rider, big guy, but he tries hard. Jumping high. Oh my! Oh boy.
The crowd went silent. It looked bad, but it got worse. As Ward tried to get clear, Big Otis swung around and caught him flush in the face.
Check with the doctors, but bam. Boy, howdy.
Blood, dirt, chaos. The medical crew rushed in and everyone knew this was serious. The damage? A broken jaw, a shattered nose, full-on facial reconstruction. Ward later said it best: getting your face wrecked changes how you ride. Then it's JB Mooney. How's Bad News snapped his leg and almost ended his run. JB Mooney, the legend himself, was in full beast mode that night in Sacramento. He climbed onto How's Bad News, a bull with power, attitude, and no forgiveness, and turned it into an 88-point masterpiece. The crowd roared. He tipped his hat, grinning like a man who just owned the arena, but the ride wasn't done.
Very workmanlike performance from JB, but as Kate mentioned, it's his...
As he went to dismount, his hand hung up, just for a heartbeat. That split second changed everything. How's Bad News spun, stomped, and crushed Mooney's left leg from behind.
Conger has a good look at his get-off right there, and his hand just hangs a little bit, and kind of a weird landing, and then gets...
He hit the dirt, clutching his shin, pain shooting up his body. The cheers turned into silence. Doctors confirmed the damage: a broken left fibula, the kind that ends a season fast. JB took it like a warrior, joking through the pain, but deep down he knew this one would take time. Months of rehab, missed rides, long nights. For a man who lived to ride, sitting on the sidelines hurt worse than the break itself. Coming up next, Eduardo Aparecido. Acting crazy broke his jaw with a brutal horn hit. By 2019, Brazilian rider Eduardo Aparecido had already faced acting crazy 3 times. 3 times. He hit the dirt. He wanted payback, but bulls don't care about payback. The gate opened, acting crazy exploded, and within seconds, Aparecido got ripped over the front, no chance to recover.
Crazy in a bull that's bucked him off 3 times before.
It's crazy. This one should not buck him off, and he's gonna get him.
This is the worst part. Then came the nightmare moment. The bull's horn caught him square on the jaw. His head snapped sideways so hard, so fast, he went limp instantly.
Crazy in a bull that's bucked him off 3 times before.
It's crazy. This one should not buck him off, and he's gonna get him again, and oh man.
The medics were there in seconds, stabilizing his neck, checking for consciousness. He was rushed out on a stretcher as the crowd fell silent. Doctors later confirmed a broken jaw, a concussion, and complications that needed days of intensive monitoring. He survived, but that hit, it stayed with him. If you think you've seen pain, Charles Litchfield and Dagger took it to a whole new level. This one still makes bull riding fans flinch. Charles Litchfield, a veteran cowboy with grit to spare, drew Dagger, one of the meanest bulls on the circuit back in '96. Dagger was notorious for exploding straight up out of the gate, then dropping hard, like getting hit by a falling boulder. Litchfield barely cleared the chute before Dagger blasted out, twisting with violent power and slamming him face first into the arena floor.
His old head up there. Stay back. Whoa, man. Oh, man, he hit him hard and ran right.
The sound when he hit was sickening, and before he could even roll away, Dagger stomped him again, right in the face.
The hit now. Boom.
Gosh,
you can
right
see
there.
that. I mean, it just whacked him, and
The announcers went dead silent. Medical crews rushed in, finding a man barely conscious, his face a wreck, multiple fractures, shattered orbital bones, emergency surgery to literally rebuild his face. That night, Dagger didn't just win the round, he redefined what pain looks like in this sport. Next up, Ross Coleman. Cadillac Man knocked him out before the ride even began. Inside the chute, Ross Coleman was locked in, focused, steady, ready for Cadillac Man, a bull known for his unpredictable power. He adjusted his rope, took a breath, waiting for the nod. Then, out of nowhere, Cadillac Man reared back hard, slamming Coleman's skull against the steel chute before the gate even opened.
He went to the right, which should be in Ross's favor, kind of in a circle, then it
The crack echoed through the arena. He went limp instantly, out cold before the ride even began. Bullfighters jumped in, trying to get control, while medics scrambled to pull Coleman to safety.
He's had some concussions, but
you just hate to see that guy.
So he hit in the front of the bucket chutes here.
He didn't move for what felt like forever. When he finally came around, he was dazed. Blood running down his face. The diagnosis: severe head trauma and concussion. That night changed him, not just the way he rode, but the way he looked at the sport itself. Finally, Matt Bohan. Spitfire left him unconscious in the dirt after a devastating slam. In 2009, Matt Bohan drew a bull named Spitfire, and the name fit perfectly. Known for twisting midair and catching riders off guard, Spitfire didn't waste time. The ride lasted only seconds.
Las Vegas shoot.
Bohan tucked in tight, trying to stay centered, but Spitfire jerked him forward and slammed a horn square into his face.
His family that are here with us now.
The crowd gasped. He was out cold before he even hit the dirt. Body motionless. Medics swarmed instantly. When he woke up hours later, the list of injuries was staggering. A broken jaw, multiple facial fractures, a concussion, and a shattered scapula. It took months before he could even think about getting back on a bull. That wreck became one of the sport's hardest to watch. A brutal reminder that even the best can fall fast and hard. Which wreck shook you the most? Drop it below. If you love stories of grit and guts from the arena, hit like and subscribe for more. Because in bull riding, the chaos never really ends.